The NYPD is under fire after an Associated Press investigation revealed the department infiltrated mosques, eavesdropped in cafes, and monitored Muslim neighborhoods in New York and New Jersey. Making big money at the box office, Think Like a Man has women around the country flocking to theaters for some inside scoop on how men really think. Pain at the pump, that's what many New Yorkers are feeling as the average cost of a gallon of gas jumped 15 cents this past week to nearly $5 a gallon. You may think it's safe to swipe your credit card in a cab, right? Wrong. Using your card could potentially put you at risk for identity theft. One of the top leaders in fashion, Vogue magazine, has decided to ban skinny models from its pages, suggesting that perhaps thin is no longer in. Testimony continues in Middlesex County, New Jersey in the trial against Darun Ravi. Apple now faces a lawsuit filed by ProView Electronics, an Asia-based company. It accuses the tech giant of deception when it purchased the iPad trademark in 2009. As a young boy, Cardinal Dolan says he dreamed of becoming a parish priest. Years later, he now leads an archdiocese here at St. Patrick's Cathedral that includes 2.6 million Catholics. As a Syrian refugee, Ahmed Al-Qusair had to make the painful decision to leave behind his wife and 2 children. He says he fled his hometown of Homs because he was being followed by government forces. He says security services arrested my brother and my father, who was also beaten, because they wanted to get to me. His home was repeatedly ransacked by security services. Every time there was a crackdown in the area, it became clear it was no longer safe for him to stay. Al-Qusair managed to escape by avoiding security checkpoints and crossed into Lebanon with the help of some locals. It's been nearly 6 months since his escape. He has only returned once, making the dangerous journey back home to see his family. He says, "I've seen a lot. The town is not the same as it used to be. The damage and destruction of the houses, streets that you can't pass through because of the snipers on the rooftops. You have to be careful when crossing the road because you don't know where the bullet will come from." Ahmed is not alone. The total number of refugees escaping the unrest in Syria has increased to nearly 6,000 in Lebanon. Human rights lawyer Nabil Halabi is president of the Lebanese Institution for Democracy and Human Rights. He expects the influx of refugees from Syria to increase in the coming months. According to Halabi, they often flee with nothing, not even proper shoes. He says they need the basic necessities to survive, like food, clothes, drink, and warmth, especially in this cold weather. Refugees like Al-Qusair are hopeful changes will come soon in their home country. Amti reporting from Tripoli, Lebanon.
Welcome to New York, and thanks for the show.
It's finally here. Space Shuttle Enterprise piggybacked on a modified jumbo jet to arrive at JFK Airport. The Enterprise departed from Washington, D.C.'s Dulles International Airport on the back of a NASA 747 shuttle carrier aircraft, and then headed to Manhattan for several flybys, treating New Yorkers to a remarkable show on a gorgeous spring day. The spectacular sight left many New Yorkers in awe as the Enterprise passed major landmarks, including the Statue of Liberty.
Today is a great day for New York and a great day for America. What Enterprise symbolizes is that when America sets its mind to a goal, we succeed.
After 30 years at the Smithsonian Museum, Enterprise is making its new home in New York City. It will be put on permanent display here at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. Enterprise never actually headed to space. It did, however, serve as a research and training model for other shuttles.
When I found out we were getting Enterprise instead of one of the ones that went in space, I think I was one of the first ones that went, yes, this is the cool one for me.
Museum visitors can't wait to explore Enterprise.
Going to see what's inside and what the astronauts get to do.
Perhaps Star Trek actor Leonard Nimoy said it best.
To the scientists and engineers who make these wonderful things happen, I say to all of them at the Enterprise, live long and prosper.
And at the Intrepid Museum, it will. In New York, I'm Amti.